welcome to my channel. Awesome garage that we have here, right? We are going to the heart of Silicon Valley, whatever you call it. It's, well, some people wouldn't say it's the heart, but it's where a lot of things happen. We're going to Redwood City, and there's a conference called Startup Grind. We are going there, hoping to interview Airbnb co-founder today, hoping to interview some other great people. If you're interested, continue watching.
Startup Grind welcome for Joe and Alfie.
And so what you're looking for is a story. You want to hear a story from somebody about the time they tried to do something and they couldn't.
Everyone is wondering what's the next platform, like what is the next big platform. There are mobile phones, there are computers, etc. The next platform is actually voice. I had been to the talk with Google Assistant Investment Fund, and actually a day ago we launched our own Google Assistant skill. Like if you're a non-native speaker like me, like a lot of people who watch my channel, you can now actually learn American accent through Google Assistant. This is like one of our first initiatives, but I'm so proud of it because I think like this is the future. I'm dreaming of a day when we'll be able to teach you English like completely based on Google AI, but something you can do today is Google Assistant, right? Hey Google, let me talk to LinguaTrip.
Alright, here's LinguaTrip.
And this is where we teach you how to get rid of your accent in English. I'm so proud. Definitely check it out, guys. Let me know what you think about our first assistant skill. I'm really excited about it, and thank you so much for trying it out.
So Forbes recognized us as one of the 19 startups to follow when you're here. And we're working with brands like Harvard Business Review, top New York Times selling authors, major universities, to take all the knowledge of the world.
I'm just going to quickly go through what I view as some of the more interesting markets for 2019. Obviously, machine learning and AI are a huge wave that a lot of people are using from a technology stack perspective. And many people are using NVIDIA GPUs to do it.
How these technologies play out. Right? I think that actually one thing that's very disempowering as a technologist, right? How does that happen? What does that mean?
I sent the intro, and he didn't reply for 2.5 years. And he replied to the intro when Airbnb was on stage at YC. I tried my best.
Guys, important information. I just attended Michael Ziebo's talk. He's the CEO of Y Combinator, which is like one of the top accelerators in the world. What he was talking about, so in a current, like when they have a batch, they would have like 200 companies per batch. They would invest 150,000 in every single company that they accept. They take around 5%, but it's like, I guess it's up to negotiation. He didn't mention that, but I've heard some companies that negotiated deals. So the program is like 4 months. You get into the program, and once you graduate, the cap on your safe note, because you're raising a safe round after Y Combinator, is $6 to $12 million. Translating that into human language, like your company is valued at $6 to $12 million right after you graduate from an accelerator, which is like top for like, if you think about world's companies valuation, this is like really high. But again, Y Combinator is famous for accelerating. Airbnb, Dropbox, Stripe, and like a lot of companies that you use daily have graduated from Y Combinator. And Michael invited everyone to apply. It's super, super hard to get in. I think it's less than 1% acceptance rate. A tip from me, I interviewed for Y Combinator with my company LinguaTrip. Result, we did not get accepted, but we got accepted to 500. But what we figured out is that if you want to get to the interview stage, it's really important to have like maybe 3 to 5 recommendations from the graduates. And nowadays there's so many graduates from Y Combinator, so I think if you're like an intermediate networker, you're gonna get those recommendations. So fingers crossed for you guys. Apply as many times as you want. No one's stopping you. Apply 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. After the 3rd time you apply,
2, 3 times. It's like
you
8
get
miles.
the highest chance of getting accepted. And look at our codes. I think we're like, if they gave an award to like the most stylish people attending Startup Grind, we would be like #1, right?
Yeah, but I'm better be like the winner of nomination, the highest growth or highest valuation, something like that, you know?
There's no such nomination. Let's go see the startups.
Let's go.
There's so many startups. Oh my god. This was us 3 years ago at Demo Day, but we had like 28 companies and it was still like really hard to get investors' attention. We were in the back. You know what Dimedito did on Demo Day? He grabbed the brochures and he was standing right in front of the entrance. And he was like cashing investors and telling them it's gonna be the best investment of your life. Or like come and see us in the back of the venue.
And this guy who I grabbed, he was the first investor, and he bring another one. So it was a really good like move and deal.
And so these were our first checks after Demo Day. That was so motivating. You did a great job.
Thank you. I'm still shying on camera when I speak English.
Guys, tell him that his English is good. Like,
like intermediate or pre-intermediate.
If you think it's not good, just don't comment. But if you think it's good, please go ahead.
Just send him direct message.
No, just comment.
PC first came out in 1977, the Apple II came out. The first people that bought it were engineers, developers, and programmers. And really the main use case was programming. It's really funny actually to go back and look at people.
All right, 1, 2, 3, let's see, get up.
But one of the things that's evolved about us over time is that we also have later stage funds so that we can support companies through every stage of their growth cycle. Or we're looking at a prototype. So if the metrics aren't there, we do the best to proxy that. Any other questions? Yeah.
Billions of dollars being spent year. I think what 2018 was 100 billion in venture.
What is it? Is it like a gut feeling? Is it the people?
Yeah. So for the first 60 or so investments, it was good.
So yeah, I'll give you some stories from some of our portfolio companies. I'm Nico. I'm a green venture capitalist.
Yeah, hi Nico. Have you ever invested in companies who reached out through cold emails?
Absolutely. That's how I met my best man. That's how I invested in 2 out of 3 of the Series A's I did last year. If you're not open-minded to receive ideas and have inputs to other people's networks from the outside, before you know it, you're going to become pretty stale.
Cool, thank you.
Are blockchain startups still sexy?
So guys, if you want to feel like a superstar, you need to become an investor and then give a talk at a conference and then look what happens. This looks like a strategy, like carrying a placard around, like I seek funding. This is so fun.
Great talk. Thank you so much. Thank you for your talk.
I mean, you guys are the superstars.
Can I ask you something for a video?
If it's 30 seconds, yes.
Yeah. So I asked you about cold emails. What is a good cold email?
What is a good cold email?
Yeah.
a really good cold email is one that does not sound ridiculous. It is very, very simple, 3-4 lines long. I want to talk to you because you've said that. Or I want to talk to you because my business is doing great, 20% week over week
Some
growth.
numbers, right?
Some numbers. Or I'm building something really different that you can explain in 1 or 2 lines. So, good cold email. Simple, short, and straight into the point. Why I should relate.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course.
It was a
Very
great
good
talk.
seeing you. Thank you.
So what impressed me about top investors, they're really approachable. Like you can come up to them, you can say hi, you can pitch your startup, and they would be like, reach out to me via email. My email is on my website. So it's basically up to you. You can just write as many emails as you can. And I think they are able to afford a lot of assistants who go through those emails. I'm sure they are not the ones who are receiving all of them. But another thing, like people cannot use this opportunity wisely. What they do, like I witnessed so many situations when the investor would walk down after his talk and somebody would approach them and be like, oh, what do you think about health tech? And he would be like, oh, that's very nice. Oh, by the way, me and my friend, we're building a health tech company. We're doing this, this and that. What do you think? And he would be like, yeah, that sounds great. Continue doing what you're doing. And he would be like, oh, by the way, we're also trying to do this. And I see that the investor is not interested at all. And he's like thinking about getting his lunch. He was just on the stage for like an hour. He's really tired. And people are trying to pitch and pitch. Again, it's up to you. But my advice would be like if you're trying to pitch somebody who's famous and you see like people lining up to pitch them, the strategy would be like you only have like 10 seconds to catch their attention. If you start just loading them with information about yourself, they're gonna be really tired and not excited. My strategy would be actually offering them something and telling them something they could profit from. So what I did in this conference, I was like, hey, my name is Marina, I have 2 million followers on YouTube, and I know you just released your new book. I was wondering if you would be open to attending my show and talking about your new book. And I know this guy needs to market this book, and I know that sounds interesting. This is how you get his attention. And then like my end goal is him actually investing in LinguaTrip. And then after I get an interview, I would talk to him about that. Like that would be my piece of advice. Again, it's up to you if you want to follow it or not. I think this is the only thing that works really. Like get people's attention, give them value first, and then only like I would give them value like 5 times and only then ask. That was it from me, guys. We're heading back to San Francisco. We actually have a meeting with a guy who raised $100 million. I met him yesterday at a conference. He was one of the speakers, and I just connected to him through LinkedIn. And thank you so much for watching this vlog, and looking forward to seeing you in the next videos. Subscribe and recommend this channel to your friends who are building a startup. Bye.